So now come to the chapter 15, come to the question 3. Now you can read the question. Now come to the small question. A. Find total revenue for quantity equal to 10,000, 20,000 and so on. So now come to this question first. With 10,000, so we have the equation that the revenue is equal to price multiplied for the quantity equal to the price in here we have $24 and the quantity is 10,000 equal to $240,000. So, and for below we do the same thing with this equation. So next, come to the next question. What is the marginal revenue for each 10,000 increase in the quantity sold? So the marginal revenue at 20,000. So the revenue of 20,000 minus for the revenue of 10,000 is equal to the marginal revenue we will use this figure minus this figure, so that means $440,000 minus $240,000 equal to $200,000. And for below we will do the same thing with this equation. So now come to the question B. What quantity of CDs could maximize the profit? So find profit at each price level. So we have the equation profit is equal to the revenue minus the cost. So we have already found the revenue at each level in the question A. So now we'll find the cost and the profit. So with 10,000 CDs, so we have 10,000 multiplied for the 5. 5 is a variable cost of per CD. So we have $50,000. And now below we will do the same thing with this equation. So follow this. Now we will find the profit. Is equal to revenue minus the cost. So with 10,000 CDs we will have, so look at here, we will have the revenue is $240,000 minus for the cost is $50,000 equal to $190,000. And for below we will do the same thing with this equation. So now as you can see, the quantity of the CDs that would maximizing profit is 50,000 CDs. So the price at 50,000 CDs is, as you can see, $16. And the profit is $550,000. So now come to the question C. So next, come to the next question. What is the marginal revenue for each 10,000 increase in the quantity sold? So the marginal revenue at 20,000. So the revenue of 20,000 minus for the revenue of 10,000 is equal to the marginal revenue of, we will use this figure minus this figure, so that means $440,000 minus $240,000 equal to $200,000. And for below, we will do the same thing with this equation.
Hello, and this is chapter 15, question 11. Larry, Curly, and Mo run the only salons in town. Larry wants to sell as many rings as possible without losing money. Curly wants the salon to bring as much revenue as possible profits. Using single diagram of salon's demand curve and its cost curve, so the price and quantity combination favored by each of the three partners. Explain why. So Larry wants to sell as many drinks as possible without losing money. So he wants to set the quantity where price mean demand equal the average cost, which occur as quantity QL and PL. Curly wants to bring as much revenue as possible, which occur where marginal revenue equal 0 at quantity QC and PC. Mo want to maximize profits, which occur where marginal cost equal the marginal revenue at quantity QM and price QPM. And that's the end of the question.
Chapter 16, Question 1. Among monopoly, oligopoly, monopolistic competition, and perfect competition, how would you classify the markets for each of the following drinks? A. Tap water is a monopoly. It is generally government-created monopoly. P. Bottled water is an example of perfect competition. C. Cola is an example of oligopoly. D. Beer is an example of monopolistic competitions.
Okay, next is chapter 16 and question 2. We are asked about classify the following markets and perfectly competitive, monopolistic or monopolistically competitive, and explain. So A is about wooden pencils. Wooden pencils have perfectly competitive market because there are large numbers of producers who can produce and sell pencils which are homogeneous. Since each producer forms a small proportion in the total market, they are price takers. B is about copper, and copper has also a perfect competitive market as there are number of producers producing identical copper. Since each producer forms a small proportion in the total market, it is also price takers. C is local telephone service. Telephone service is a monopoly market. More specifically, it is a nature monopoly. Nature monopoly arises when the largest suppliers of the service, mainly the first supplier in the market, has a cost advantage over the other competitors, whereby it is most advantageous to produce and service by the single largest firm. This restricts the entry of other firms to the market, making it a monopoly. D is peanut butter. Peanut butter has a monopolistic competitive market as there are many brands of butter are available in the market with slightly differently product. Consumers are more fascinated by the slight change in the quality, taste, and appearance of the product. So producers produce variations in the product and enter into the market with new brand name that lures the customers. And the last is lipstick. Lipstick has also monopolistic market because the presence of many sellers selling various varieties of lipstick to lure the woman customer. There is a degree of differentiation in the product which makes lipstick market without any perfect substitution.
Now I will present chapter 17, question number 2. Some years ago, the New York Times reported that the inability of OPEC to agree last week to cut production has sent the oil market into turmoil. The lowest rise for domestic crude oil since June 1990. Question A. Why were the members of OPEC trying to agree to cut production? In my opinion, maybe they were trying to agree to cut the production because they could achieve a higher rise and with a lower level of product and gain greater profit at the end. When the supply decrease, the price of oil may go upward, and it is so it may be the case. Question B. Why do you suppose OPEC were unable to agree on cutting production? Why did the oil market go into turmoil as a result? There are so many nations with make OPEC, and it could be really difficult to achieve mutual arrangement. Each nation had its own goal and priority, so this may be an important obstacle. Also, it could be a sign for the market that in the future will able to be difficult to make an agreement about cut in production, and that reduce oil price. And the last question is question C. The newspaper also noted that OPEC feel that producing nations outside the organization like Norway or Britain should do their share cut production. What do their share suggest about OPEC design relationship with Norway and Britain? The answer is OPEC want Britain and Norway to approve and adopt their decision if they increase their supply at the moment when OPEC decrease, OPEC would lower their revenue and do their chairman to agree with OPEC policy.
So hello, we will move to chapter 17. I have a question number 3. This chapter discusses companies that are oligopolists in the market for the goods they sell. Many of the same ideas apply to companies that are oligopolists in the market for inputs they buy. So A. If sellers who are oligopolists try to increase the price of goods they sell, what is the goal of buyers who are oligopolists? So I suppose that sellers who are oligopolists really want to have a higher price so that they can gain greater profit. But the opposite situation is for buyers who are oligopolists, so they still need a lower price. B. Major League Baseball team owners have an oligopoly in the market for baseball players. So, what is the owner's goal for regarding players' salaries, and what is a difficult goal to achieve? I think that the owners of baseball team would like to keep players' salaries low. So the difficulties here is because each team has an incentive to cheat on any agreement. So since they will be able to attract better players by offering higher salaries. Baseball players went on strike in 1994 because they could not want accept the salary cap that the owners wanted to impose. If the owners were already concluding over salaries, why did the owners feel the need for a salary cap? In my opinion, I think that the owners think that a salary cap would protect them from players leaving the basketball team. So this is the reason why they were trying to settle it.